Hey, this is Josh, and I'm going to show you how to make this cool kind of glassy text and background effect. And if you want to see what it looks like when it's fully rendered and everything, I uploaded the video to my YouTube channel, so just go check that out. And so let's get started. We want to make a new composition, make it 20 seconds, call it final. We want to make a new solid, make it black, make it comp size, call it fractal, click OK, type in fractal noise. Apply fractal noise. We want to make the complexity 1, change the noise type to block and the fractal type to cloudy. We want to keyframe the evolution, so click the stopwatch, go all the way to the end of the comp, make it 2 revolutions, and we want to make another new solid, so layer new solid, call this grid. If I'm going too fast, you guys can just pause it and resume it when you're ready. And so I applied grid, and we want to just make the grid lines kind of line up with the blocks. So something like that. That looks good. We want to select both of the layers and go layer, pre-compose, and call this glass. Move all attributes, by the way. And then we want to apply curves to the glass. So we want to darken it, and watch what I'm doing with the curve on the RGB, because this is important. We want to make it look something like this. That's how we want it to look. And then and you'll see why. I'll show you why. So go into the red, and when I lower the red, it's going to make it bluish. But look, you see how we have tons of different colors? That's what we want. So we want to make it really colorful. So something like this is what we want. You make it any color that you want. I'm going to make it look something like this. But this is what we want. We want it to be tons of different colors, not just one. Now, you can see the edges are kind of uneven. We want just a perfect square, so I'm going to click the rectangular mask tool and just highlight the middle of it. By the way, this is like the 5th time I've done this tutorial. I just tried it like 5 minutes ago and my recording device crashed. So, yeah, that's why I'm trying to do it so fast. And, okay, that looks okay. Just want it to look even. So, I mean, that looks pretty even. So center it, just like that. And now what we want to do, we want to make a white background. So just call this background, BG. And then what we want to do, we want to make a new solid, make it black, and call this stars. Actually call this glass control. Make it comp size, by the way, make it black. Apply fractal noise. And we want to go into the transform settings, go to the scale, lower the scale to 3, and adjust the contrast and the brightness so that you have like a bunch of stars. And move it below the glass, make both of them 3D, and then take the glass and move it behind the stars. And if you move it like this, just slightly behind it, some of it will start to come through. So we want to go back to the glass control, shut off the eyeball so we can see the glass behind it, and mask the glass. And then turn the eyeball back on, and go to the glass, and just move it back really slightly. And go into the glass control and feather. You can see it's starting to come through. And that's what we want, but we don't want the sides to come through. So double click on this on the mask on the glass control, and just expand both the sides. We just want the top and the bottom to come through. And also go into the glass, click S to get to the scale, uncheck uniform scaling, and scale up the length so that it looks something like this, maybe 110. That's okay. And now what we want to do, we want to change the glass control, the blending mode to luminosity, so that color comes through. And then we want to make a new adjustment layer, so layer, new adjustment layer. We call this vector blur. We want to go into the effects and presets, type in CC vector blur, and we want to apply that to the adjustment layer and just make it about 25 and change the vector map to glass and change the change the type to perpendicular. And you can see we got that nice glassy effect. And the reason why this is called glass control is that when you brighten it, more of it comes through, and when you just when you mess with these settings, it looks different. So like I'm messing with the brightness, bringing up the contrast. If you bring up the contrast a lot and the brightness down, you get more stars coming through, like more dots of light. I mean, if that's what you want, that's cool. And so just make it something that you like. And so now we got the glass out of the way. And we want to go, I'm not sure if I did this, yeah, I set the evolution for the fractal noise, okay. We want to apply offset to the glass. You can close curves, we don't need to touch that. Set blend with original to 75 and go to the beginning of the comp. Click shift center 2, go all the way to the end and set the Y value to 1500. And that'll just give you that cool little effect. You have to watch the outcome of the video to really see what I'm talking about. And now we want to make the text. So click the text layer, text tool, type in whatever you want to type in a name, type in your website. I'm going to type in www.moviemaker933.tk, which is my new website, and I upload tutorials, free project files, royalty-free music. I just finished the movie, so just check it out. Turn on title action safe, and you just want to center the anchor point to the middle of the comp, and then shut off title action safe. Set the blending mode on the text to soft light, and now you can see the color comes through, but you can't really see the text. So we're just going to fix that by duplicating it, and duplicating it again, and setting this blending mode to overlay. There we go. And then we want to maybe apply glow to the second text layer. And if the text isn't coming through, you can always duplicate it a fourth time and set the top one to normal. But then you can't see the back of it, right? Well, wrong. Click T to get to the opacity. Make the opacity like 25. And now you can definitely see it. There's tons of text effects that you can apply, like maybe some drop shadow. And if you make the color black, you won't be able to see it, but if you make it something like maybe, whatever matches your glass, change the softness to 5. And then maybe some more glow on the top text layer, maybe. That looks good. And we also want all the text to be 3D. And we can also pre-compose it and call it text. And now you're probably saying, oh, but we just ruined it. No, click on this little tool that looks kind of like a sun. Click on that, and it's back to normal. And we want to make this 3D and move it up. There we go. And just like that. We also want to apply another adjustment layer. Call this sharpen. We want to apply sharpen to it in case you couldn't tell. Make it maybe 25, and that just brings out more of the glassy features. Maybe you can lower that to 15.